Hello, I am Oddball, and welcome back to Sailor Moon RPG Part 42. And I'm an idiot. The 2 crystal points I couldn't find, I wound up walking past about 7 times. My main problem was, and you'll see this a bit better in a minute, I was looking for the top part of the crystal, the pointy part. I should have been looking for the bottom part, the base part of it. So yeah, really screwed that one up. So let's hopefully get up there with minimal interruptions. I was also right last time when I said they should be at the crystal points. The crystal points. They should be at the points of a star. It's kind of an inverted anarchist star, but a star nonetheless. I really hate these things now. At least I'm loading up with good stuff for the next battle. Arrgh! Grin and bear it. Gotta get through it. It only takes about half a minute to destroy these things. It only takes 2 rounds. Thank God for Sailor Saturn, I don't know what I would do without her. Yeah, see it now? Go a little closer, and there's the witch. Witch number 2, Mehmet. Yeah, she was kind of overconfident. She was mostly an idol chaser who tried to steal hearts out of, famous men. And only famous men. Something that Professor Tomo pointed out at one point. Also, I'm really happy about this one because I get to mention something I wanted to mention the first day of this part. Her death is kind of a bit complicated. She kind of gets killed when trying to use a device from Eugil. The last witch in this series, but the first witch in the actual show. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I did not go in the correct order of this at all. She tried to use a device from Eugil, which put her into a computer. So Lulu showed up and said, hey, you know why she didn't use this device? Yeah, turns out if you unplugged the computer while one of the witches was inside of it, they would be trapped inside of it forever. So technically, kind of like Jedi, she didn't die. Speaking of which, now that I think about it, those are the only 4 bosses you'd never have to fight in this game. Jedi, Zoisite, Nephlite, and, Malkite. Huh, go figure. Not that that's a problem, but I do find it odd. Maybe again, it's because their fate was already, they were happy with their fates. Mehmet actually had some of the longer run on the show. Yeah, let's focus on her, actually. She managed to survive, I believe, 9 episodes before getting killed off by Talulu. Oh yeah, that was what I also meant to mention. While Talulu was doing all this, the Sailor Scouts were just watching her kill Mehmet, pretty much. They don't even do anything to stop it. In fact, there's a line right afterwards. They go, well, looks like the Witches 5 does not believe in teamwork. And then they kind of snark going, yeah, that's going to be in our favor. Which is actually too bad it didn't go further. Mehmet's the last witch to actually kill another witch. The first one being... I'm sorry, Talulu's the last witch to ever kill a witch. Mehmet was the first. We'll get to that later. And not later like another day. I'm finishing this today. Same pattern on fighting her, only oh my god, her fascinations actually hit. That's kinda bad. And I'm running out of Bath Medic. Mehmet's powers were mostly based around stars, making her a mirror to Sailor Venus, to the point they actually were rivals in a show at one point. Mehmet actually almost winning the talent contest, kind of like American Idol, but it kind of worked off of audience votes, and she got the most votes, but she didn't get enough still. Which I kind of find odd that she didn't get the job anyway. She kind of flipped her shit and unleashed the Damon after that to steal the heart. And she's down again. And we get a white rose. That's kind of nice. It boosts your defense. Permanently, I believe. Why? Why I can't? So, does she go back to being inside the computer, or does she have another fate now? Yay, more mini-boss rushes. So with that, there are 4 witches down. We're looking for the last witch. Witch old witch, the wicked witch. Again, sorry. I'm obligated to make a couple bad puns an episode. Yay, more cologne. So yeah, the last crystal point's on the other side of the map. To the upper corner. Come on, these things are annoying. I'd rather be fighting hordes of Zubat. Wait, no, scratch that. I don't want to play Zubat. Zubats are bad. No Zubats. At least this game, the Confuse Rays, do not do anything. I shouldn't say that they actually are doing a lot of, hitting a lot of the, bonuses now. For something I originally thought was useless, like the Sonic Wave and the barrier attacks, they seem to have a scaling percentage on when it hits you. Now I'm getting hit by them all the time, and oh well, they kind of suck. But back in the beginning, it's like, this does nothing. Yay, healing for no reason, because it's in my pattern. Sailor Mercury, I think, doubled their damage between when we started and right now. That's pretty good. Now, if only Sailor Saturn could double her damage, this game would be over. Ugh. I'm taking the longest route to this crystal point. 2? That's it? Come on! And they die. There we go. Oh, come on, I was so close. You bloody... Arrgh. Alright. Come on. Sailor Saturn levels up again, that's great. And here's our final witch, who is actually the first witch in the show. Eugeel. Who will probably be spelled totally different in the game. Eudeel. Pronounce Eugeel in the show. She attacks with a flamethrower, which is clearly visible on her sprites. Clearly that also makes her, good matchup for Sailor Mars. Weird thing is, although the other witches have some sort of magic powers, with the exception of maybe Beirut and Salulu. Huh. That's actually most of the witches. Eugeel was a lot more technologically based. She designed, the flamethrower, and the witch's power swap, which I mentioned earlier, which ended up killing Mehmet. Which is okay, because Mehmet ended up killing her. Good tip for those people planning to be evil. When you kill off your predecessor, don't use their equipment. It never ends well. At least she has a fire buster attack too, that's kinda unique. Yeah, the Sailor Mars didn't show off the brightest move when it comes to one part of her final episode, Eugeel's final episode. She kind of surrounds the Sailor Scouts with fire, and Mercury decides, okay, Mercury Bubbles, or whatever her attack was. Probably Shine Aqua Illusion, that's what she had back then. At that point. And it does nothing, and Mars is asleep. How nice. Why does she have sonic waves? Oh well. So after the water doesn't work, Mars is like, maybe I can burn all the fire away! Yeah, needless to say, that makes it worse. But I finally have a reason to get rid of one of these alarm clocks. Thank God. We'll get to Eugeel's death in a minute. More fire! I forgot that if you take damage in this, you wake up instantly, kinda making the alarm clocks useless. Eugeel dies after a while because, not after a while, that sounds like it was a progressive thing. She fails a lot, like every single villain in the show. She does finally find the people who have the pure hearts they're looking for. It was Sailor Uranus and Neptune, go figure. Go figure, the other two people looking for the pure hearts actually had the pure hearts. I'm guessing if you're watching this, I don't need to call spoilers. Sorry if you didn't want to know about that. Anyway, she failed a lot, and she kind of just ran into this without telling anybody else in the show for the villains. And Mehmet was already starting to upstage her, and Mehmet put acid sails in her car, which ate away the brake cables, causing her to fly off a cliff. The end. What a cheerful life. Well, death. Not that Mehmet's, or Toulouse, or Beirut's, or Cypherine, they're all dark, and they all died dark deaths. Thrown off a cliff, trapped in a computer, eaten by her own plants, dissolved by nanobots, molecule by molecule, and then finally blasting yourself with their own magical attacks. And I'm gonna assume they're gonna face the similar fates after we just done beating them. Give me a minute to readjust my mind, because I just stammered over that last whole bit. Alright, the Witches 5 is done, finally. I can see it's only about 16 minutes into the episode. Okay, we're closer to 17. I'm going after Anshar. I'm tired of this game. Well, I want to move on. Game's length is okay, I guess, for an RPG, but I want to move on. I have other games to get to. And this is a bad start. It was a good game, just a bad thing to pick for episode 1. Alright, we're into the castle. Time to search the castle. Loot more stuff! Oh wait, there is no stuff in this RPG except for randomly hidden puzzle pieces. Which it doesn't look like I'm getting to. Sailor Jupiter's room? You know, they don't even look like they belong to any of the Sailor Scouts. It's just a generic room. What makes this room any different than the room we just ventured into? Alright, we're down to the final boss. Yes, I wish to save. Not final boss, we're up to Anshar. And as long as he's not as scary looking as his pet was, we should be fine. Aha! Okay, now where? Nothing here. It's just a podium. Wait, is this where the silver crystal's held? I don't know. The mystic legendary silver crystal. The only thing keeping all these characters alive, really. Oh, there we go. Come on, kid, that makes you want to come closer anyway. Princess in the Popper. Kid, you're not fighting for her love. You're fighting because your parents are killed by the Dark Moon, and your sister signed up with this evil henchman to help change your fate so you can live a better life. You had nothing to actually do with this. If your sister didn't say, he is coming with me, you wouldn't be here. And he's dead. That was an easy fight. Ah, damn it. How does evil energy control people? It does it a lot in this series. But yep, here's Anshar. And his stupid-looking green hair. Then again, I shouldn't be making fun of people's hair colors. Dye's all worn out. Alright, where is the super power-up thing? There we go. I don't have much to say about Anshar. Unlike the Witches 5, he's not in the show! I have nothing to say about him. It's kind of a bit of a problem with these people they made up for the game. Granted, they had to make him up for the game, otherwise there'd be no way to tell the story. But what do we know about him? We know he's the brother of Sin. We know his parents are dead for the Black Moon. We know for some reason he went along with resurrecting the Black Moon. No idea why he did that. I also know he's about to get his ass handed to him by 4 girls wielding magic powers. I say 4. I meant to go off on that because... oh well. Technically... well... Sailor Pluto's a college student. And Rini and Sailor Saturn are young. Well, younger than the other 2. Rini's the youngest. And the same type of fight style as well. Use Rini to heal everybody, use Sailor Saturn to do most of the damage, use Mercury to kind of attack, and use Mars to attack. Save Pluto and just use her to stop time to reset everybody's damage and everything. At least Fire Soul deals decent damage for little energy. And I'm sorry, it looks like we're going to go a little bit later today because I really want to finish this battle up tonight. Alright, here we go. Time stop. Alright, come on. How strong can you be? I actually think some of these battles... Okay, I know some of these battles go longer than some of the battles in the show. There is normally 1-2 hits and oh my god, he's down. God damn it, every time I get into a long string of thoughts, the villain goes down. Yes, you were a pain. To everyone involved. I thought so many times of kidnapping you. That didn't really bring Epsu to you. You're a sister. Too bad you don't have a crystal attack. He's dead. Well, you can put another bullet in his head. You know, so he doesn't suffer. Yeah, that's a good point. Sailor Moon, I don't know if Mini Moon does, pretty much has the power to revive anyone. So pretty much if you're a member of the main cast in this show, you're not gonna die. You know, I'm sorry, it still perplexes me that she just asked how she was in the future. This show, along with this game, plays so fast and loose with the fact that Mini Moon is Sailor Moon's daughter that it just makes your head spin sometimes. No, everyone can't head to the tower. You should be used to this by now. Looks like we're going into the final fight. But I've already extended this as much as I could. So only the best should go. So take Sailor Moon, Sailor McOverpowered, and the other two Sailor McOverpowered, and we'll win. But that's a choice for next time, and I'll see you then.